There absolutely is a role for the Attorney General's office, and we're fulfilling that role. I've assigned a senior prosecutor to assist the Rhode Island State Police in their active and ongoing investigation. So we have a big part in that investigation. But we also need to look at this in historical context. Back when we were in the depths of the recession, the General Assembly voted for an economic stimulus package. After that package was passed, the Economic Development Corporation, led by then Governor Don Carcieri, voted to fund 38 studios. After the studios fell apart and went into bankruptcy, that open and active investigation began. It is ongoing. And unfortunately, as the Attorney General for the state of Rhode Island, I am barred by any court rules from commenting any further about the status of that investigation. Well, first, I've been an advocate for strengthening our statutes for several years now. I actually have sponsored legislation which would give us the prosecutorial tools to prosecute those who violate the public trust, and I'm going to continue that fight to get that statute. That being said, we've been successful in prosecuting public corruption. Our office has prosecuted a chief of police, 2 legislators, a clerk in the city of Central Falls stealing money from that city when it was in bankruptcy. So we have a strong record on prosecuting corruption when it comes to us. And we also have a strong record of having a partnership with our U.S. Attorney's Office, where we jointly prosecute prosecution. A prime example of that is we cross-designated prosecutors in the case of Mayor Moreau from Central Falls. That was a joint prosecution where we evaluate the case, decide which forum is better to do the prosecution, be it federal or state. So those are ongoing activities that we have with our communication, our cooperation, and that we try to work together to ensure that corruption in this state is properly prosecuted. The purchase of that building has been completed. We purchased that building because we have attorneys working in hallways and in the basement. The professional atmosphere isn't what it should be. We do our payroll on 3x5 cards. This Google settlement is a once-in-a-generation opportunity to really give a benefit to the taxpayers of this state. We are going to professionalize the atmosphere of the office with professional office space. We're going to upgrade our technologies, some of which go back to the 1990s, so we can better prosecute cases, better do the mission of our office, which is prosecute felony cases, which is defend the state in lawsuits, and provide consumer protection, as well as maintaining the BCI records for the state. So this is a once-in-a-generational opportunities to upgrade systems, upgrade infrastructure, do the things that the taxpayers could not afford to do in the past. But now we have the opportunity to take these Google dollars, as they're called, and spend them on behalf of the taxpayers, make an investment in the office, and really give prosecutors the tools that they need to better do their jobs. We have a very strong record when it comes to access to public records. 2 years ago, I led the coalition to upgrade that statute, which hadn't been upgraded in over 10 years. We're proud of that accomplishment. We actually train at Roger Williams University every August over 600 people in how to be compliant with the Access to Public Records Act. We do outreach in communities. We go to police stations and to cities and towns to do individualized training on those issues. So the training is happening on an ongoing basis at all times. After this election, any newly elected person will get a training in access to public records. These are the ongoing things that we do, and I'm proud of them. The other thing that I'm very proud of is the fact that when those complaints do come to us, we've acted. In the past 3 years, we've prosecuted more cases under the Access to Public Records Act than in the previous 12 years combined. This is active. It's important to me. It's a priority within the office amongst all priorities, every crime, be it civil or criminal, is important to us. But we have 3 attorneys assigned to this issue, plus support staff. We take it seriously, and I encourage people to file the complaints with the office when they see violations so we can hold people accountable for them. Absolutely not. I think what we need to do is listen to those in the substance abuse communities as to the dangers of marijuana, what it does to children, and we should not be going down that road. Legalization of marijuana in this state, I think, would be harmful to kids. No mom wants their kid coming home from high school high. And I think it sends a wrong message when we have people dying of other substance abuse problems with heroin. When we have people utilizing bath salts, which we successfully changed the statute on to make illegal in this state. We are doing the fight against substance abuse, against illegal narcotics, and this would be a real reversal for this state to legalize marijuana. It sends the wrong message to our children, and I don't care if it's a substance abuse problem that from a substance that's grown on the farm or created in a lab. It shouldn't be done, it shouldn't be legalized, and we really need to take a stand and really do self-evaluation as to the harm that that would do.